Alright guys, so there's an issue with F150 lug nuts. And they come with this chrome covering on top of the lug. It's crimped on there, so it's cosmetic. Right? So what happens is these things become loose over time. And the issue is, see, look at that, you hear that? Completely loose. It wobbles back and forth. But you see these divots right here? Right there and right there? Those are impressions from the actual lug nut that's inside. So what happens is it starts spinning and it creates these divots or space so it can rotate. See? So what you need to do is crimp it back in, that way it's solid, right? So many guys are cutting the rim and doing all kinds of stuff to just get the cosmetic portion off, right? But what I found was an easiest solution, and without having to sweat or anything, the easiest one is just hammer the goddamn thing in, right? So we're using 7/8, right? There's my hammer impressions, but obviously you can do a better job. You can put, hang on a second. Alright. So, you know, I would, as you can see, but you can use wood, or you can create some type of barrier. Wood is fine, and you can just jam the thing in, right? And then eventually you can get like a, you know, some type of steel and just slam it against the concrete and it comes off. And it's not really that hard. You just kind of slam it a few times and it pops off. So that's the quickest way to solve that issue. And then once you solve it, then you buy some new lug nuts, right? So yeah, make sure if you buy a brand new vehicle, you don't have these cosmetic caps on there. And if you do, make sure to swap them out for real lug nuts without cosmetic fairings on there. That way you don't have to face this issue later and buy a pair or buy the whole set later. But I'm going to go with some black lug nuts, all steel, no cosmetic caps on there. But that's how you solve that issue. Just use the same socket. Alright, just use the same socket, smash it in there, use some wood, that way you don't mess up your socket, and then you spin it off and you're good to go. And you just, you know, take this thing off later. So that's how you do it without going to the store and you know, picking up your happy ass and, you know, strolling onto the store there. I got this little chair right here that I roll around in because I'm lazy now. Anyways, there you go, guys. Use the same socket. Alright.